This week's message came through, and it seems like you are on a path of knowledge and currently at a point in your life where you are sharing that and trying to make a difference. So, Spirit's coming through with some reassurance, some advice, and yeah, some care and nurturing. So, sending you light. You've got this. And I hope you enjoyed this week's reading. Seize the day. Hello, fellow lights and light travelers. Welcome again to Light Journeys Tarot. I'm so happy that you're here on this journey. If you're, having a spiritual awakening, if you've been on the path for a while, if you're connected in whichever way you know how, right? Like, there's the beautiful thing about this life's journey is that sometimes we find our way here through various pathways, and that's beautiful, because at the end of the day, the truth is that we are love and we are connected and we're all here. So thank you for being here. I've gone ahead and set my space. I've called forth, my high vibrational guides, ancestors. The message here is going to be for the highest good of all of the collective that is here for this reading. As I always like to caveat, please know that you have free will. So this is how the energies stand, but you yourself have free will. You can take the messages as it comes, take what resonates, leave the rest. But know that you have the power. This is your life to live. This is your journey that you're on. And yes, collectively, we do have joint journeys of love and learning and growing and coming together. But this particular journey, the lessons that you're learning, right, you have the free will to take advice or not take advice and make choices of your own volition, right? This is for your journey, for your highest good. So know that you have the power. There's nothing set in stone. That's the beautiful thing about this, is it gives you a snapshot, and then you choose to do or not do whatever it is that you want to do, okay? Lead your light. I always say lead from your heart, lead for what the highest good for yourself and for others, right? In peace and in love. And then trust your intuition. Work on building, trusting your intuition. And know that the universe has your back, and that the highest good should play out if you so put that intention forth, right? So with that being said, thank you again for being here. I'm going to pull through from the Fifth Spirit Tarot deck. I really do love this deck. And we're going to see what message Spirit has today. I like to just wing it and see what message, advice Spirit wants to bring through. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what message Spirit has. All right. What message wants to come through for the collective this week? Doesn't matter when they come across this video, if they're here, this message could have advice or beneficial guidance for their highest good. What message or advice would like to come through for this collective spirit? Okay, I'm going to trust the stop, the Hierophant, the King of Swords, and the Six of Cups. All right, let's put this right here, and let's get into it. So what I'm drawn to here, right, with the Hierophant, this is normally some type of education, oftentimes. It's reflected as going to learn things from those with the knowledge, right? So it could be doctors, professors, spiritual leaders, right? It seems like you have been a person in pursuit of knowledge and looking for that sort of mentorship, and maybe even providing mentorship. But from what I'm feeling, it feels like you have been definitely pulling through and educating yourself on some sort of topic. I almost want to say when I'm looking at this in this moment is like, I'm hearing like chemist, like it feels like you're, so maybe like alchemical in a sense, like, the book that I read, The Alchemist, right? You're learning to alchemize, you're learning about what steps need to be taken to transform in your life in some way. Be it learning and growing in a particular subject, growing and learning in your spirituality. This could be growing and learning in your workplace, however it's manifesting itself. But you've definitely pulled in the knowledge and you're learning so that you can like create magic is what I'm hearing, like alchemize, like manifest, right? You've been very focused on learning and knowledge. What's interesting is the keys are like almost floating into the hand in this picture, but I feel like it's meaning to say that you have the keys. You have the ability, like all you have to do is grasp it and know that you are capable of it. It is you, you are it. Perhaps you in the past have been learning and you're on the cusp of feeling like that aha moment, like I understand. I'm thinking of like the light bulb turning on for the first time, right? You're getting that connection to that aha moment, that spark. You are the spark. You're finding the spark. You're remembering that you have the spark, that you are the spark. There's a knowledge that's like right here on the cusp, like you've been learning, and there's a knowledge that it's about to land. Like it's about to land with you, and you're about to be like, like either you have, because this was the past, or you were about to go into that, right? This is like that knowledge. And you know what? You still have so much further to learn, right? With this universe, there's so much to learn. We can constantly evolve and grow. It's kind of beautiful. It's like an embarrassment of riches, as they say. And here it's, you've got the A through E, so you haven't even gone through like the rest of the alphabet. So, while it feels like you've done a lot of research and knowledge to learn and grow, you're still at the beginning. And I don't want this to be as something that's disheartening. If anything, it's like, yeah, like you have so much more to learn. Like it's so exciting. There's so many more secrets and treasures, things that can be unlocked in this journey that you're on. So, have heart, find joy in that. Know that the richness of what you can learn and experience is still unfolding. Yeah. And I'm drawn to the whiteness of the robe. So it's feeling like come from a pure place, like an innocent way, like almost be childlike in your quest for knowledge. Like when we're children, they're like da da da. Well, why does it do that, or why is it called that, or what da da da? You know what I mean? So it's like telling you to remain childlike in your wonder, and the beauty of all, to trust in the magic, to allow the unfolding, to look at the world through that pure lens is what I want to say, right? Like as we get older, there's a lot of boxes, for lack of a better word, that get put onto us. Cultural expectations, societal expectations, gender expectations, religious expectations or lack thereof, right? This is asking you to, outside of all of that, go back to the pure being, the youthful way of looking at the world in a fresh, exciting, magical, like everything's amazing, like you go outside and you feel the wind blow on you and it is the most divine thing you've ever felt in your life. That breeze that comes over, it's like a caress, you know what I mean? Like seeing, butterflies fluttering for the first time, experience like the warm rays of sun land on your skin and warm you for the first time, like going back to that childlike essence of learning how, or maybe relearning your connection to the world, right? Bringing that back and stripping away those illusions and falsehoods that have been placed upon us. Remember the magic, remember the purity, remember the joy, and keep learning and growing. It's beautiful. All right, let's get on to the next card. With the King of Swords, there's this clarity of purpose, this leadership, this high intellect that comes through. I feel like pulling in the past, right? All this learning that you've been doing, it has helped clear your mind so that in this present moment, you're feeling very, I don't want to say targeted. I want to say, give me a second as the word comes in. It's like when I do tarot, like my brain, I feel like it clears and it goes blank, and sometimes it gives me a hard time grasping for the information to come in. That's fine. You're meant to be a clear channel, right? There is a strong embodied sense of purpose that's coming through for you. You almost want to shout from the rooftops and share the knowledge that you've been given. And it's motivated you in ways that makes you want to do better, be better, and share with others so that they can also learn and grow and evolve. This very much feels mission oriented because you've been a person that's gone through this. This is very intellectual. It feels like you want to then thus push this information, this knowledge, and you want to share it. And it feels like singing from the rooftops, right? I'm drawn to the yellow scarf in this picture. So for me, you're feeling very confident, radiant. This feels like that spark of sunshine, that you are, like that solar plexus energy of confidence that you're wanting to share and those keys of knowledge that I feel like you stepped into, you're wanting to give it to others because it's like spread the good news, like extra, hear all about it. I'm like seeing the like that Disney musical. I don't know if it's based from Disney or if it was before that, but I know Disney made a rendition of the musical Newsies. It's like the song's like in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it's like I can't think of it right now. I can kind of think of like the chorus. I will look into it after the fact, and I will actually, you know what? I'll do a quick pause. I'm going to look it up so I can share it. But that song's playing in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hold on. I've got to look it up. It's going to bother me. That way you don't have to look in the description after the fact. I can talk. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me find it. Okay, so for some reason, the word save the day was coming into it, but the lyrics go, now's the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way, but let us seize the day. Courage cannot erase our fear. Courage is when we face our fear. Tell those with power, safe in their tower, we will not obey. Behold the brave battalion that stands side by side, too few in number and too proud to hide. Then say to the others who did not follow through, you're still our brothers, and we will fight for you. Now's the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. I'm getting chills, by the way, so this feels very relevant. So perhaps in the knowledge, and you're feeling very motivated to share and to bring a community of everyone into it, right? Once we've begun, if we stand as one, someday becomes somehow, and a prayer becomes a vow. Wow. And the strike starts right damn now. Now is the time to seize the day. Now is the time to seize today. Answer the call and don't delay. So I feel like that call. So this feels like that song was coming in my head. So I feel like this is how you're feeling, right? You're seizing the moment. You're sharing it. You're calling from your inner light and your spark and your courage and your solar plexus, that confidence, and you're sharing this out with other people. Answer the call and don't delay. Wrongs will be righted. If we're united, let us seize the day. Now let them hear it loud and clear. Like it or not, we're drawing near. Proud and defiant, we'll slay the giant. Judgment Day is here. Houston to Harlem, look what's begun. One for all and all for one. Strike, strike, strike. I said, what's he doing? You see that, Mr. Pulitzer? Now's the time to seize the day. They're going to see that there's hell to pay. Nothing can break us. No one can make us quit before we're done. One for all and all for one. And all for one and all for one. Nice. So, wow. This definitely feels like your rallying card. The whole time I read that, I had chills. Like I was having constant chills. So for me, that's Spirit's confirmation of like, yes, 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 yes. This is the right message. This is what's coming through, right? You are feeling motivated. You are, wanting everybody to come together to share this. Let's come together. We can make a difference. We're going to bring in some strong energies of like love and peace. And I don't want to say like winning, because I feel like that lives in the space of opposition. And when you do that, you kind of create that echo effect. I want to say it as a coming together, a collaboration, a bonding, and a moving past the previous ways of being. But regardless, it feels like you are shouting it. You're seizing the day. You're sharing the news. You're saying, hey, this is going to happen. So definitely feels like your energy. And you might want to check out that song. I'm not going to sing it. It's not the greatest, but maybe it'll mean something to you or hold stronger meaning, right? And actually, I'm having a weird connection to like the Batman with Christian Bale, because Christian Bale was in Newsies. So that could also be a thing in there of that, the good overcoming. And I don't want it to, again, I'm trying to get out of that current, I know that this Earth school has a lot of like, yin and yang, black and white. But there's gray, and there's also, all the variances of in between. So I don't want it to be like wrong and right. Like everything has perspective. There's definitely things that are like not good, right? Like there's definitely things that everybody can agree is not okay. But I don't want to say that people can't learn and grow and evolve and move towards community and love and togetherness and respect of each other and beautiful awe of all the differences and the magic of everything that we bring to this world. So I feel like that's the energy coming through, is like seizing it and moving together and calling out to one another. You are my brother, my sister, my friend, my compatriot. You are I am you and you are me, and we are together in this, and let's lead with love. Let's come together. Let's do this. So beautiful. So yeah, you're taking your knowledge, your inspiration, the things that you have learned, and you're bringing it through and you're sharing it to help inspire and motivate others and bring everybody else into the cause, and hopefully light up their lights within them and help them to see the beauty of connectedness and coming together as one. Because it is possible. Don't ever let them, any negative forces, people, beings, tell you that that's not possible, because 100% it is, right? We are love. You can come together in love. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible, okay? Like they've done studies on people meditating in cities, and a large enough force of people or a group of people meditating has helped like with the energies and the frequencies to calm that area and to like lower crime rates and stuff. So this is your sharing your love, your motivation, your eagerness to your determination to bring in those energies of connectedness and togetherness, and we've got this, does make a difference. Never let them make you think that it does not. It does. All right, let's go to the next card. So the Six of Cups is like very harmonious. It's like revisiting memories. So it's very interesting that this is going into that future. So, right, you've learned a lot. You have shared in this present moment and you're helping others to see this. And this is revisiting memories. I feel like it also, what's coming through to me is not just revisiting it, but creating it. Like these moments, and although this is a future, but like time is not necessarily linear. Like I feel like you are creating, right? Like you will be that ancestor that people look back on fondly and be like, look at all these things that they did. Or you will look back on this moment and you will be like, wow, look at the difference I made. Look at the difference we made. Look at how we came together, right? Look at how we were able to do this, right? There's that, it could be that in the future is revisiting this moment. Or just revisiting everything. Wow, look at how everything played back. Look at how it got me to, that moment, which led to this moment, which led to, the world and how it is now. And look at how, we were able to come together and bring it through. And it's just this beautiful, joyous moment. I feel like there's this youthful, starting fresh, building sandcastles together, playing. There's like the renewal I'm seeing of like the beach water, right? Maybe some things are being taken away so that new things can be built, right? There's this innocence of childhood. Like, if you have had the, I guess, good fortune, and I don't want to say you don't have good fortune if you haven't, but if you've had the ability to go and be at a beach, you build those sandcastles and, what comes of it comes of it, will the water, wash it away? Will another kid knock it down? Will some kid build upon it, or some adult even? Like you create and you trust and you allow and you release, right? There's this innocence from it. There's the magic of having the tooth fairy come in and, I feel like, again, this is bleeding into, so remember I told you there's so much youthfulness and youthful energy. It's like re-looking at it, even in the future, like you're going to look fondly upon the magic of this moment, of those moments. And you know what? I want to say there's growth. There's going to be growth coming in. There's going to be seedlings that you planted in the past that are going to blossom into trees, into whatever it is. So like what you're planting now, what you're doing now, the work that you're doing, like in this past moment, you're going to look back on it and you're going to say, wow, look at what I grew. Look at this thing that I brought into the world. Look at what I was a part of. Look at what I get to leave behind. It's like this beautiful legacy, but it's mirrored with youthful innocence, magic. It's leaving things very hopeful and pure. It feels pure. It feels like childlike. Excuse me. And that's all we can ask for. So this is beautiful. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards and see if there's anything else that wants to come through with this message. All right. Okay, the first oracle deck that was calling to me is the Earthcraft. I don't know why, but I'm going to trust it. It feels like it needs to come forth in this particular reading, so let's go ahead and shuffle and see what message wants to come forth from Spirit. All right, Spirit, what else wants to come through for this collective? What other message? Ooh. What other message would like to come through for this collective today? Okay, we're going to trust the stop. Drought. Interesting. Okay, let's see what it has to say. I will say that this is very gorgeous in its colors. It's very yellow and solar plexus energy. Again, there's the wind blowing through the person's hair. This is interesting. And it looks like there's a journey ahead, but they're facing the sun. They're being pulled to following that That light, that confidence, like following the light confidently. All right, let's read the book, the Oracle Guide, and we'll see what needs to be said. All right, so this feels like it's possibly encouragement. So let's see. I trust what Spirit brings through. You know, like the universe is wiser than I am, so I share. The drought card in a reading may indicate feelings of hopelessness, desperation, and victimhood. Hardship after hardship can cloud judgment and trick you into believing that support is not available to you or that you are on the wrong path. You feel like the rain will never fall again and the parched earth beneath your feet will turn to dust. The more you see through this lens, the deeper the feelings of helplessness may seep, until you are so immersed in despair that it seems that all is lost. Seems, okay? Doesn't mean it is. Know that support is closer than it seems. Even in the harshness of the desert, you can find water buried beneath dry riverbeds or stored inside of cactus. You may have to dig a little deeper or search in unexpected places, but don't give up hope. And don't be afraid to ask for help, especially from Mother Earth. There is still time to turn your situation around. And I kind of want to say like this, I feel like both can be at a personal level and at a bigger level. You know, like maybe in this energy, and I felt like it was tied to this particular card. You're like, oh, I've learned all these things. We need to, you know, work to help Mother Nature, help, you know, we have to do something now. We need to act now. We need to seize the day. We need to do this. There is still time. Yes, perhaps the urgency is real, but don't think that all is lost. Don't believe that. Know that things can change. Know that you can make a difference. This energy, this remembrance feels like I'm planting seeds that will grow. This feels like this action that you're taking here is not hopeless. It is full of hope. There is help there. There are others who can we can come together. We can join together. We can make a difference for one another, and we can make a difference for this planet and for this world. There's still time. There is still time. So yes, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Water spirit ritual. Take this or leave it if it resonates. Do it if you want. You don't have to do anything. You have free will. Okay? Just going to read to share. Ingredients: pot of water, white rose petals, 1 tablespoon of sea salt. The water, I think it's interesting that it's white rose petals because I'm getting this pureness, this innocence coming in. So I'm curious if that's like a theme here. You know, not giving up hope, believing things can happen, being childlike in your wonder, being driven, being motivated, yeah? This water spirit brew clears and resets the auric body, allowing divinity to come through and unblocking the messages from the earth, the sky, our ancestors, and other guides. Repeat this ritual for 3 consecutive days to ensure these communications are heard. Bring a pot of water to a boil, add the sea salt, and simmer until the salt has dissolved. The salt holds the energy of the water. Allow the water to cool before adding the white rose petals, which symbolize the essence of spirit. Okay, well this is for you to do or not do. Sit or stand naked in a bath, it says. Scoop up the brew with a cup. And then it says to boil it. I would say, remember it says, allow the water to cool. So do not do this, if you choose to do this, with hot water. Make sure the water has cooled. It is like warm or cold. Like do not burn yourself, okay? Pour it over your head mindfully and slowly. Envision the water spirit covering you in blue light as the brew drips down your body. Keep pouring until it's all gone. Then shower with cold water for no more than 1 minute, and then warm water to finish the ritual. Again, take it or leave it, do it or don't. Your call. Free things. Don't burn yourself. Be safe always, yeah? Okay. So, take what resonates, leave the rest. All right. The other book, Oracle book deck I was called to is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So let's see what other message wants to come through from Spirit. All right, Spirit. What is the other message that would like to come through for this collective? What is the other message that would like to come through in this reading for this collective? Sorry if you're hearing booming in the background. All right, Spirit, what else would like to come through? All right, I'm feeling the urge to trust this stop. The Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. This is interesting. You're getting so much yellow. And this is even reds. Interesting. Okay, hold on. And this is optimism. I feel like that's maybe the two sides of it, optimism and aggression. My gut saying is to be optimistic and bring this through. I'm going to put this here because I feel like it's in this energy again. All right, let's go ahead and read the guidebook and see what it has to say. I also want to say this is on page 111, so 111 might be some number that means something to you, or it's just perhaps an angel message coming through for you, so you might want to check that out. Okay, I'm going to read the ally because it is not upside down, so we are not going to read the challenger part of this. It pulled right side up, so we're going to read ally. When the Fire Prince arrives as your ally, he lets you know that he represents the invisible forces behind all manner of manifestation, and he brings you the gift of optimism. You will be rightly inspired to move forward and take confident and assertive action to reach your goal. Envisioning the path of the highest good with an optimistic outlook, the Fire Prince also brings you the gift of a miracle. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality you seek. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that came over me. Okay, sorry. Apologies. I didn't even have time to stop the video. Sorry about that. Bless me. Okay. So yeah, it feels like you're trying to get that message out to people, and this is telling you, it brings you the gift of a miracle. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality you seek. So this energy that you're in, this determination, this optimism, right? Don't give up hope. Know that help can come in, and know that things have 100%, I don't want to say 100% because it's like certainties. We don't do that, but have a very high potential to work in your favor, right? Put out that energy. Don't give up. Ask for help. Come together. You can create this reality that you want of community and togetherness, and we've got this, right? Believe and intent that and put it out there, and it will come to pass. You have every reason to be hopeful, right? There's that hope again. Thank you, Spirit, for the constant confirmation and affirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Move forward knowing that you have everything you need and more. Just remember to share the enthusiasm, which I feel like that is your current energy. You're wanting to share that. You're wanting to get that message out there. So you're doing the right thing. Believe in others and be optimistic for them too, and your good fortune will multiply. Yeah, see, it's definitely on this card. So this is for you in your present moment. Don't give up hope. Believe in yourself. Be optimistic. Get out there and share that message. And however that is that you do it, if this is going out to rallies, if this is, being a voice in your community, if this is talking with friends and family in a loving way and sharing this information with them, however it is that you choose to show up, if it's writing a song, if it's creating a blog post, if it's answering people's posts online in a loving way and sharing with them and having dialogue and discourse. I don't know how you're going to choosing to do that, right? That's your free will, but it's telling you to be optimistic, to believe in yourself, to have hopefulness, to believe in others. What did it say here? Remember to share the enthusiasm, to believe in others, and be optimistic for them too, and your good fortune will multiply. So lead from a place of love, lead from a belief that we can come together, right? The lyrics of that song were so strong, that was a coming together. That was a rallying cry. This is, I believe in you. We've got this. Let's do this together. Have hope in that. Know that hope isn't lost, and there's still time to create the reality that you want, so that you can look back on this moment and look at the seeds you planted and what can grow from it with a childhood, magical, innocent, pure wonder of, look at this beautiful magic, this pureness, this goodness that we're bringing in with the work we're doing right now. So pat yourself on the back. You are a champion for yourself and for others. You are a light in this world. Go forth in hope and optimism. Know that the universe sees you, sees the work that you're doing, is championing you, that you're not alone in this. And yeah, I send you light. I send you frequencies of support. We shall all come together to make sure that we make this next chapter a beautiful one. So believe, 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 do, do, do. And you've got this, and you're doing, and you're making magical things happen. So trust. Anyways, thank you for being here. I hope that you liked your reading. Sending you lots of light. Keep being a champion. You're doing wonderful things. You are not alone in this. And you are a beautiful light in this world. So keep shining your light. See y'all next week. Bye.